Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, why the fudge you lying? Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Somebody is lying. Pure cap from the cappery. In this video, I'm going to break down why I say that, and it should be a good video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Man, this is the part of my job. I love my job, but this is the part that I don't like, bro. The cap. This new generation is washed, chopped. I've been saying it. Gone are the days where it was like respectable, and if a fighter pulled up on another fighter or was barking, you had a strong chance of getting a fight. Now everybody got Twitter fingers and the social media. I am not a fan. In fact, if I didn't make this much money online, I wouldn't be online. Not like this. But since I am, let's talk about it. So I made this graphic. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo are saying drastically different things. Shakur is saying that he'll fight Lamont Roach if his other fight doesn't go through, which was Teofimo Lopez. Teo's claiming the fight is done, but there's confusion, and we'll get into that right now. For one, Teo posted this, and I had seen it, and I already talked about this in my last video. Teofimo reveals he is highly interested in fighting at brand risk and taking on 3 to 4 guys in one night. The man thinks he's a burger joint. He wants 5 guys. Pause. Bro, like, this is what's wrong with the game of boxing, right? You got Teofimo, he's trying to link with a streamer who does like kind of influencer novelty boxing, and he wants to fight 4 guys on one night. What does that even look like? You're not George Foreman, bro. What does that even look like? Beyond that, if you got this much energy to take on 3, 4, 5 months, then why not just fight Shakur Stevenson straight away? You know what I mean? And then Shakur, for his behalf, he does a lot of like chirping and I'll fight Lamont Roach. I want Tank. I want Teo. I want this. And he's all over the place too, right? One minute he says he wants to stay at lightweight and he don't see a reason to move it up to 140. But now he's talking about he's fighting Teofimo. And he called out Conor Ben at 47 and said he would go to 47. So I thought you wanted to stay at lightweight. This game, these people are all over the place. So that's one issue. Teo posted this. Teofimo versus Shakur in 2026. And it says early 2026, won and a trophy. I am not holding my breath. So Shakur said Lamont Roach was getting ready for the rematch with Tank. It's not happening. And he's obsessing over Tank. So he gonna have a fight in between and then fight me top of the year. But it's only if Teo doesn't accept the fight though. Bro, this is what's wrong with the game. You're planning a Lamont Roach fight. You're saying he's having an in-between fight. We don't even know who that is. What if his in-between fight stops him? Like, what if he fights somebody random and they stop him? Then you're still going to fight him? So I told you, turkey, ring, and ring-related fighters, they are the worst with this. All this pre-planning in boxing is trash. It does not work because you have to see what is going to happen in fight A before you really can dial in fight B. What if someone gets injured, cut, pops dirty, gets knocked out, loses, or the brand drops like Ryan Garcia? This is the same thing they did. They said Ryan's fighting Haney in a rematch. Then he gets dropped and looks bad versus Rolly. And now we're not getting Haney versus Garcia anytime soon. These fighters keep making the same mistake. Blabbering, talking about it. The other thing is, I've seen Shakur, Keyshawn, Teo, Lamont Roach, all these young fighters, right? they're talking as if they're the networks. Like they're putting up the licensing fee and the site fee. So it's like, you don't have no platforms. You don't have no connection to the venues. And you talking about, yeah, I'll be fighting Teofimo. But if that don't happen, I'm going to fight Lamont Roach. Says who? Who says who? Turkey said that? Who's putting up the money? But anywho, Teo says, I've already accepted the fight. I'll see you at the beginning of the year. Somebody's lying. DAZN reporter. So DAZN, who works with this same group of fighters, DAZN reporter put this out. There has been no progress in talks for a Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson fight, and Saudi officials are moving on. See what I'm talking about? Hardcore rapper, but he's glossy. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. I tried to tell you. There have been no talks, progressive talks for the fight. Saudi officials are moving on. Sources told Sports Illustrated. There has been frustration with Teofimo Lopez throughout the process, I am told. The focus has shifted to finding Shakur Stevenson another opponent, with Lamont Roach as a leading candidate. So, too much talk, bro. Teo saying he accepted, but reports and sources are saying Saudis are moving on and they're tired of dealing with Teofimo. So, it's not looking good for your boy Teofimo. Shakur says, don't be on here saving face. I ain't heard nothing about you accepting the fight yet, little dude. So, again, none of this looks promising. I hate the status of where boxing is at, because it's just a bunch of fights in people's head, a bunch of make-believe, a bunch of fights like, oh, I'll fight him. Yeah, send me the contract. And then there's a lot of posturing, and then nothing happens from it. Nothing, right? People are like confirming the fights online in front of the people, and then the fans are like, yeah, ooh, that's a good fight, and getting hyped up for what? What are you guys getting hyped up for? That's why I tell you, I'm too smart for this game to be falling for the same tricks. We've seen this many, many times, especially with Teo. Teo has called out different people, and then his fights always are breaking up. So he seems extremely hard to deal with. He talking about fighting on Aiden Ross's brand risk. Like, he seemed all over the place, to be honest. And, you know, I don't know if he exactly is the culprit, nor do I care. I don't really care. It's just the point is, this is frustrating for boxing, because you want to see the best versus the best. You want to see good fights. Then they'll kind of hype you up for the fights. But then the politics aren't working out. Somebody got to be lying. You can't have this many different stories and somebody not capping. It's just because they're saying polar opposite things, right? If you have a meteorologist one, and meteorologist one said it's going to be a scorcher, it's going to be extremely hot outside and sunny, and then this person said it's going to be extremely cold, somebody is not telling the truth, and it's going to be closer to what one guy said. So you guys let me know in the comment section who's capping. For me, it's just frustrating, because I hate even reporting about this, because I know it'll go nowhere. For more boxing news, subscribe.